Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching The Big Bang Theory, and I cannot believe I'm saying this, but this is the first episode of the 7th season. Mate, that is crazy. I cannot believe we are 7 seasons in. Madness. What a crazy wild ride this has been. Thanks everybody supporting the Patreon. Thanks everybody supporting the YouTube, and I really do appreciate it. Now, obviously, I don't get to respond to all of the comments. I do little bits here and there, and I do see everybody commenting. So, like, if you do comment and you feel like it's ignored, I do apologise. It's just that if you look back on the channel, I've been doing this for about 6 years now. We do get comments still from 2-3 years old videos, and if I click on my recent replies, I get like 50 or 60 a day across 5 years of videos, and it is hard to go through everything. So I've got to say thank you for obviously the support and always continuing to come back to the channel and watch the daily uploads on the Patreon and obviously 5 days a week on the YouTube. It's amazing, and I can't believe we're 7 seasons in with the support still going strong. So that's from me to you. You know, if you do leave comments, I do read it. I do enjoy them, and you know, I do apologise if I don't respond to everybody, but I'd like to say a big thank you to everybody that's loving the season, loving the series. Thanks for recommending it. Never would have watched it without everybody obviously telling me to. So this is amazing. Going strong, and I cannot wait to see what 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bring us. Leonard was going on a trip at the end of last season, you know, maybe 4 months away from Penny, and their relationship was going strong. So maybe when he returns, or if it's going to be in a couple of episodes' time, their relationship might be a bit rocky because obviously, like, you know, absent from each other. Maybe it goes to heart stronger, do you know what I mean? Because he's been away. That's interesting as well. And a big, massive, major breakthrough that we had in the finale of the 6th season was Raj is now able to talk to women, Bernadette, Amy, and Penny without actually having a drink. And he was talking that much that, you know, they was thinking, mate, can you please shut up? When all of the other time they've been thinking, come on, just spit it out. So very interesting, switch up and change. I'm excited to see if his character grows this season and further forward. There's a long time to go before obviously the show concludes. Maybe he can now go on more dates and we can improve his character. I'm excited. There's great possibilities. So thanks for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into the first episode of the 7th season of The Big Bang Theory.
Hello to you too. Back to the Future 2 was in the Back to the Future 3 case. And Back to the Future 3 was, get this, in the Back to the Future 2 case. So, did you do that? Or am I in the house with an intruder?
It's getting rough out here.
What was that?
Like
This
a
isn't a very
walrus?
good connection, but it sounded like someone just released a kraken.
No, there's no such thing as a dream.
What the hell is that? Is he dreaming? Oh.
I was worried that you might be missing Leonard. That might be causing you to have bad dreams.
Sweetie, did you have a bad dream?
To be honest, I did. Perhaps I should sleep here, so you don't miss Leonard as much.
You know what? That would make me feel better. Thank you.
You're welcome.
He's just going. The thing is, right, you know, I was looking at their apartment and I'd never really thought about, you know, they're across the hall, but Leonard and Sheldon's apartment seems way bigger than Penny's, and I never really realised it until obviously he's just walked straight into the bedroom. Then we've seen many scenes in there before, but he's just gone straight into the bedroom, where I always look at their apartment and think, that's bigger than my house. That literally is bigger than my house, you know. Got a 2-bedroom house, and their apartment, their ground floor footprint, whatever you want to call it, is like 2 times bigger. Now, I always wonder, you know, because Monica's was the same in Friends, how much did these actually cost? Are they reasonably priced, or is it ridiculously out of, you know, like out of reality? Because they're absolutely massive, aren't they, the apartments? I don't know if that's standard in the US, but in the UK, mate, it's not. Think of that apartment, knock it down 3-4 times the size, and that's the standard UK home living. That's changed.
You'd be pleased to hear that this morning in the parking garage, I saw this oil stain on the ground that was shaped just like my ex-girlfriend Lucy, and I didn't get upset at all.
Proud of you.
Although you may have earthly woes, get your mind back on the stars. Gee, even the lowly dung beetle chooses to plot its course by using the Milky Way.
Come on, you can talk to girls now. It shouldn't be hard for you to meet someone new. Listen to me, there's a welcome party for incoming postdocs tonight. Go to it and meet someone who isn't made of grease or pie. Bernie's at a neuroscience conference with Amy. I'll go with you.
You would do that for me?
Of course, you're my friend. I want you to be happy.
Thanks. Oh, Sheldon, since Amy's out of town, would you like to join us?
I want you to be happy too, but not enough to do anything about it.
Wow, mate, I feel like they all look different. Like, I actually do feel like they all look different. Have they all had a haircut? Well, factually, Howard has had a haircut. And I actually like his hair maybe that length over his bigger one. I think I've said it before. I feel like I like hair longer, but then sometimes it's a little bit too long, and it's like you need the perfect balance. And obviously his hair's longer than the standard males, but it was too long last season, and I feel like this is a good blend. Raj's is a bit shorter. I think his was longer last season. I think I liked it a bit better last season. Leonard was long. It was combed over backwards. I'd be interested to see him now, because in the clip he had a beard before at the start. But I don't know. Howard seems different. I feel like he's lost a bit of weight in his face, so it might be his hair that's making his face stand out a bit more.
Stop, I can't talk like that. Amy's right here.
Sheldon, stop. For the last time, I will not bring home bed bugs.
If I don't talk to you before you go to sleep, I'll meet you in dreamland.
Good night. No, I will not consider sleeping in my garment bag.
Did you ever wonder how Starfleet captains
No.
Now that I've piqued your interest, welcome to the exciting world of 3D chess.
Why don't you just admit you only want to play this game because you always play it with Leonard and you miss him?
Do I miss the way he fixes the zipper on my jacket when it gets stuck? I don't think so. Do I miss how we say goodnight to each other through the walls of our bedroom using Morse code? How are you with zippers?
Why?
Well, I really need to go to the bathroom, and this one's gone all cattywampus.
You can download my paper on the Van Allen belts from the university server as well.
I will.
All right.
Go.
Well, if you like dry factual statements interspersed with painful moments of silence, it was bananas.
Mrs. Davis from Human Resources is here. She's probably on the lookout for sexual harassment. Her husband left her for a hot, young undergrad.
That's so much better than the old ugly ones. You know, I recently read a fascinating article on infidelity among penguins. The fact that your husband left you makes you feel unattractive. Just remember, penguins get cheated on, and they're adorable.
It was better when you couldn't talk to women.
To the advancement of science.
And to the sick and dying who make it possible.
From the two gentlemen at the bar.
Oh my gosh, boys bought us drinks! Boys bought us drinks!
Thank you!
We're all out of alcohol.
I wasn't going to get alcohol. I wonder what Leonard's doing right now. I miss him so much. I'm calling him.
Oh, goody, put him on speakerphone.
Leonard?
Penny? Hey, it's Penny. Everybody say hi to Penny.
Hey, well, we were just calling you because we were missing you.
Oh, hang on.
Are you in danger?
No, it's a drinking game. Whenever we see an iceberg, we take a shot.
I cannot believe we were missing that jerk.
You were.
He actually seems different. Like, imagine he come back and he had like a totally different personality. You know what I mean? Like, I always say in life, you kind of the person you are from association. You know what I mean? So, like, if I grew up in London around the Queen, for example, you know, like my personality, the way I talk, everything about me, my mannerisms, you probably wouldn't even be able to sit like this, to be honest. You know, you'd have to sit up, be at a certain distance away from the thing. You know, if I was having a drink, you'd have to, you know, hold it a certain way, etiquette, speak. You are who you are through association. And maybe if he's been with these guys for 4 months or whatever it is, that he's kind of drifted away from being like the guy who loves his Star Wars and comic books and all that to like now this party animal who just loves drinking and going out and just having a good time. Be interesting to see, to be honest, because Penny's kind of that person as well. She's the party out, go out and have a good time drinking, but when it's somebody that you're not used to, it's different and it's a bit strange.
So I can drink this without having to give up the goodies?
Yes, it's all cool. Although if you wanted to talk to one of them, no one would blame you.
And why would no one blame me? Well, it sounds like you're saying that I could do better than Sheldon.
Boys
She
just
did
drink
say
too
that.
strong.
No, tell me. I want to know what you meant by that.
That you're not married and your boyfriend's kind of Sheldon.
But that's what she likes about him, though, isn't it? You know what I
Your
mean?
husband is extremely Howard. What's your point?
Please just go back to having a nice time.
We could, but unfortunately my brain is lesion-free, and I remember that rotten thing you just said about my sweet baboo. Your husband's weird and his clothes are ridiculous.
The thing is, right, that was pretty tight on Sheldon, to be honest. You know, she did make a comment, and the basically comment was Sheldon's not great. You know, that's basically what it was. And the fact is, she likes him for Sheldon. She actually likes all his weird traits and you know, personalities. And the fact is, you know what I mean, like, she has got a husband that's kind of strange in his own way as well. You know, she shouldn't really. There was no end goal of that. It was just say it out, and then it's hurtful to Amy. Do you know what I mean? There was no positive thing about it. It was like, go over there and speak to them. You can have a better boyfriend. But she don't want a better boyfriend. She actually proper loves Sheldon, doesn't she?
I can't believe it. All this time I've been doing nothing but sit around and miss that guy. And you know what the worst part is?
That you're having to process your emotional pain without vodka?
No.
Yeah.
At least you've got your health.
Really? That's it? That's comforting?
In 100 years, you'll both be dead and it won't matter.
Why am I upset just because he's off having a good time?
Perhaps you're obsessively picturing him engaged in drunken coitus with another woman.
She wasn't what she is now.
Is that it? Did I get it right?
Okay, that's great. You can stop trying to make me feel better now.
Actually, I can't. Before Leonard left, he made me promise that I'd take care of you.
That's really sweet.
Plus, if I do a good job, he said he'd bring me back a sailor's cap.
I'd like to apologize for being insensitive. And for possibly making penguins seem like jerks, because 99% of them are stand-up guys. You and I have a lot in common.
Is that right?
Oh yes, I too am in the throes of heartbreak.
Here is a hot beverage to comfort you. Well, I have been toying around with an idea for 4D chess.
How about we just talk?
In 4D chess,
No.
I own 9 pairs of pants.
It's a good start, but I was thinking maybe something a little more personal.
I own 9 pairs of underpants.
When I first moved out to LA, I did a topless scene in a low-budget horror movie about a killer gorilla. Thankfully, that thing never came out.
I've seen that. Yeah. But serial apist. Howard found it online the day we met you.
Oh,
It was literally the moment you walked out the door. A while back, YouTube changed its user interface from a star-based rating system to a thumbs-up
Thumbs
rating
up.
system.
It is better.
I tell people I'm okay with it, but I'm really not.
okay. You know what? I give up. I'm going to bed.
Here's something else you don't know about me. You just hurt my feelings. I opened up and shared something deeply upsetting to me, and you treated it as if it were nothing.
I'm really sorry. I should have known better. How about a hug?
How about a hearty handshake?
Come on.
See what I mean? I enjoy these scenes. Do you know what I've noticed, right, in this episode anyway, and maybe the last few episodes, is I don't know if the cast are able to show a bit more expression than they previously was, because I feel like, you know, when Howard was doing his impressions, I noticed the cast laughing. I've seen them all giggling and having a good time, and ever since then, I've kind of noticed people. So, like, if you watch this episode back, there's many scenes where I believe that Penny's smiling or grinning or doing a facial expression that's not meant to be Penny. I just feel like that's her natural expression because she feels like she's enjoying the scene or something that said he's funny, and they just kept it in. And I like that because to me, it's just more normal. You know what I mean? I know obviously it's a show and it's scripted, but like, it's good, isn't it? When somebody does something and it is funny, you actually want to see people laugh and enjoy it and not keep a straight face. And I don't know, I feel like recently it just becomes more, not a seriously vibe and more just like warmly and natural.
Rather flattering to have strangers send us drinks. Tomorrow morning we put on some hot pants and see if we can score us some free omelets.
If we were to have gone with them, which one would you have picked?
I think I would have gone with the short one with the goofy haircut.
Oh, good, because I like the tall, thin one. He seems intelligent.
Be nice to be with a man who wants to know what's underneath my cardigan.
Short, sexed up guy kind of sounds like Howard.
Yeah.
Brainy virgin kind of sounds like Sheldon.
Roles flipped.
All right, Dr. Kuthapali, it's been nice talking to you, but I need to go home and relieve my babysitter.
I must confess, I came here tonight in a futile attempt to pick up some lonely postdoc, but instead I got to connect with you at a human level. A much better evening.
Good night, Dr. Kuthapali.
Good night.
Kind of went all right.
Think we had a moment.
Please, you did not have a moment.
Who died and made you king of moments?
There's a lot of transitions.
I'm so glad the police finally caught that psychotic, genetically engineered ape.
That is my girlfriend, I swear to God.
Mate, I say it all the time, but I think people with beards, when they can grow them well, look so good. I actually do think they look so good. Like, Howard in real life, I've seen him with a beard. He looks great, personally. And I was going to call him by his normal name, but Leonard as well with a beard. I think he rocks a beard in real life as well. He looks really good. Like, and he can grow a good one. Another person that can grow a great one is Joe from You, Mate. The decision to put a beard on him over his clean shaven was the best ever. The guy looks so good now. It's kind of got similar to Leonard's hair, to be honest. He's got a curly comb kind of to the side. Now, it's interesting to see Leonard, to be honest. I thought that he'd be doing all his scientific experiments and he'd be there doing his, hardcore research, and he's just having a good time. He's partying. It's like a vacation away, it looks like. It just literally looks like he's gone on a cruise ship. Well, not a cruise ship. It's not as nice and fancy as that, but getting on a boat with all of his mates, having a drink, having a good time, and, just literally just having a vacation for a few months while Penny and obviously Sheldon are missing him at home. Now, this episode, again, I liked it because I've always said in the first two seasons, I feel like season 1 and season 2 was, even though we had main cast, obviously Howard and Raj, I feel like they was fringe characters, and the main characters was Howard, it was Leonard, Penny, and Sheldon, and I feel like we had a lot of moments where in the first two seasons, Sheldon and Penny kind of had time together constantly. And I like those episodes. And, even to the extent of when Penny and Leonard broke up, he was still spending time and tried to find time that he could secretly go over to her place and, keep their friendship going. And we've not really seen any of them moments because now, obviously, ever since then, we've influxed the two females with Bernadette and obviously Amy. And obviously now we've got the girls and the boys. And we don't really see them singly, solely together, in situations, and this is a good one here. We had obviously Leonard away and these two on their work away, and it was just a reminiscence of old times and them connecting, and I actually enjoyed them. I feel like their friendship's really good. The best moment would be when he come running out and he give her a hug and she was like, "Leonard, look, he's hugging me," and she's got a Christmas hat on and she's loving it, and it's a tree. That's a cute moment, and I do like these two. I think they're good friends. They've got a back and forth love-hate relationship. Do you know what I mean? She stresses him out. He stresses her out. He's always trying to kick her out. He's saying that she always skimps off them. You know what I mean? She don't pay for the Wi-Fi. He's always changing it. But at the end of the day, he's good friends when he needs her. He's giving her money. He's helping her out. And she's always there for him as well. And I would love to see more scenes of them two. Because, to be honest, them two together, they're one of my favourite kind of duos that we have in the show. And another good episode from them. That's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So, pretty well for Raj, to be honest, in terms of conversations. He was going strong. Do you remember when he used to drink? And obviously that's when he could talk to the women. He used to get too overly confident, overstep his boundaries, and literally make people feel uncomfortable. Like he was just saying there, if you knew that I was hitting on you, you would feel uncomfortable. Well, he might not have gone the best. He might not have had the world's greatest chat-up lines or anything like that, but he's engaging in conversations with the opposite sex, and he's doing it on a normal human basic level where they want to engage in conversation themselves, and that is a good first step for him, isn't it? So I'm loving the fact that it is a continuous thing now. Sometimes you see it in the show, like when Penny cut Sheldon's hair and she cut the back of it and he had a chunk cut out. That was just for that episode purpose. The next episode he didn't have his hair cut. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes we do things and it just lasts on one episode, and I was thinking that maybe, obviously, it was just going to be the end of season thing where Raj was talking and that, and we move into 7 and we stop it and he goes back to himself. But no, we've gone forward with it. He's upset that Lucy, they're not together anymore, and he's trying to get out there, get back on the horse, for example. And I think it's great. He's one of the characters where, like, I've always been intrigued with him. I've never disliked him. I've always liked him, but felt like he's not used enough because the personality traits that we gave him kind of hindered his progression because of how long we've kind of held onto that. And now we took it away and we've gone forward. I feel like it opens him up to a brand new Raj and endless possibilities, and it's going to be exciting to see what we do with him. And today was a good first step. He was engaging, he was talking, he was having a good time. Another thing that I noticed massively was obviously the change in Howard's appearance. His hair's so much shorter. Like, it actually is. It's still long for a man, but it was much shorter than it was last season. His bowl cut was massive, and now it's very, very, you know, like, short in my opinion. And, you know, I feel like his character, when he looks like that, he looks fresher and cleaner. And, you know, hopefully he has a good season as well. He had you know, his space in his married season, and hopefully that's not just his time to shine, if that makes sense. I'm hoping that we get more of him, because I think that, again, talking about duos, something that we had earlier stages into the show was obviously Leonard and Penny going together, and then we also had the episodes of Sheldon and Penny and their relationship building, and that left Howard and Raj to be the two friends always on the side, but they was always together, having a good time, doing their own thing, going out, trying to pick up girls. And then he's got together with Bernadette. Their relationship, I wouldn't say broken down, but our visual screen time of them two is just solely together has been reduced. And it was just another flash in the past, in my personal opinion, of old times where they're together again, spending time bonding, and it's just nice to see, honestly. I hope we get more of that going forward. But good first episode back into the season. Leonard's still away, which is good. A bit of continuity. Another bit of continuity with obviously Raj being able to talk to the females as well. And then obviously I do love the fact that it was a bit of old time sake where Penny and Sheldon are chilling together, and obviously Raj and Howard as well. Makes me feel good, and hopefully it's a good setup for the 7th season. Thanks for checking out. If you do enjoy it, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.